And this class is called The Healing Oils of the Bible. So my name's Rachel. Nice to meet you all. I wish I could be there, but thanks for letting me tune in virtually. I went to Stevens as well, and I got a business and technology degree. I worked for KPMG for about a year, and I just started my career as a real estate agent. And I've been doing essential oils all the while, just being an educator and sharing the good news. And I really see myself as a disciple, both with sharing the good news of Christ and also sharing the good news of these amazing oils. So when I get to combine the two, it's awesome. And that's my website, takethestressaway.com, if you guys want to learn more and continue your journey. And also feel free to email me or call me. I'm going to give you guys my contact info at the end. Or you could just, message me on Facebook, however you want to contact me. So the first essential oil in the Bible that was mentioned is in Genesis. And it's the story of Joseph and his brothers. They actually, if you go to this Bible verse, I don't know if you guys have like the Bible app or your Bible on you, but in Genesis chapter 37, verse 23 to 28, so while Joseph was in the well, the brothers sat down to eat. They looked up and they saw a group of traders traveling from Gilead to Egypt. Their camels were carrying many different spices and riches. So Judah said to his brothers, "What profit will we get if we kill our brother and hide his death? We will profit more if we sell him to these traders." So during this time, myrrh and the spices that they mentioned were the oils that they were talking about. It was so valuable to them. And during that time, these oils were even more valuable than gold. And it's also mentioned in Genesis chapter 43, verse 11. And he says, "Then their father Israel said, 'If it is really true, take Benjamin with you, but take some gifts to the governor. Take some of the things we have been able to gather in our land. Take him some honey, pistachio nuts, almonds, spices, and myrrh." So as you can see here, they're talking about honey, pistachio nuts, almonds, spices, and myrrh. And these are, all foods that were available to really only royalty during the time, because they were decadencies, like the honey. And, nuts are hard to harvest, so they were definitely rare during that time, just like the spices and the myrrh. So what is an essential oil? So, we hear about them all the time. Now they're getting so popular. I see them in Marshalls and Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm sure you guys see them, they're at spas. Essential oils are the aromatic liquids found within shrubs, flowers, trees, roots, bushes, resins, and seeds. Some people like to call essential oils nature's living energy because they contain unique constituents that host a bunch of benefits. Oils are extracted from plant sources using steam distillation and are highly concentrated, making them far more potent than dried botanicals. So for those of you who aren't familiar, I'll tell you a little bit about how powerful these really are. If you guys are familiar with peppermint tea, just like the dried leaves in a peppermint tea bag, tea is made from dried herbs. So dried herbs usually have the essential oils, usually they evaporate during the drying process. There's probably a small percentage of oils that are left, and that's what you taste in the fragrant and what you smell in the fragrant tea. So if you take the same herb and you distill it and distill the oil instead of just drying it out, you're going to get a much more concentrated form of this plant. So for example, it says 1 drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. That's crazy. Like when you guys smell the bottle of peppermint oil, everyone's first reaction is like, "Oh my God, that's so strong," because it is so powerful. So, and as it says here, it's 70 times more potent than dried herbs because dried herbs have the oils almost evaporated. So, again, the oils are the natural aromatic compounds found in plants. They're usually steam distilled, but some of the oils, like citrus oils, are cold pressed from the rinds, kind of like how olive oil is made or coconut oil is made. Essential oils are very different than olive oil that you're going to see, just because the molecules are smaller and the properties are so different. And again, these are all the properties of essential oils. They're so beneficial to our immune system, just the way our bodies work. Our bodies recognize these oils as food, so you can't overdose on them. They're not going to create any harmful side effects, like other things out there might. They're going to help respiratory, especially during this time of the year with all the pollen outside, right, guys? And it also helps with cognitive fitness. So the way that oils work, I like to use them now for concentrating and studying. It helps your brain function so much better than, let's say, coffee. Coffee's a stimulant, and it just makes me feel like almost anxious and like I'm too energetic that I can't focus on one thing. The oils are neither a stimulant or a depressant. They're not going to make your body go out of balance. And you can't use the wrong oil ever, because if you use the wrong oil and it doesn't do the right thing that you want it to, let's say you take an oil for your immune system and it's not the right oil for your immune system because everyone's body is different, that's okay, because it's still going to bring your body into homeostasis. So it's kind of like how vegetables benefit your body. There's no side effects, and it's only going to make you healthier. And it supports your healthy vision, healthy blood pressure, healthy digestion, and it also helps for relaxation. That's why they're always found in spas, and also detoxification. I have a whole nother class just for toxins in our home and in our workplace. They're everywhere. So instead of trying to control our outside environment that you'll never be able to, why not help your body detoxify all these chemicals so it's less of a burden to your body and your body's able to function a little bit better. So characteristics of genuine essential oils. So not all oils are the same. The oil molecules are so tiny, they're going to penetrate the tissues of your skin. So you want to make sure that that oil is pure. You don't want to get an oil that you get at Marshall's or Bed Bath & Beyond and it's got chemicals in it because that company cared more about profit than the purity of the oil. That oil's, whatever oil's in that bottle, it's going to pull all the chemicals into your skin. So it's really important what oils you use. And essential oils contain most powerful antioxidants. So that's another good point, because if you look up online and you want to get a certain oil to help boost your antioxidants, and if that oil is not pure, it's not going to do what you wanted it to do. And again, oils do not cure or prevent disease. They get your body into homeostasis so that your body can help cure itself. And that's really what you want. You don't want to be dependent on anything in your life, because what if that drug or that vitamin or anything goes out of stock? You want to be able to get your body to a place where you don't need drugs and you don't need a certain prescription. You want to be able to just live, in balance and in harmony with your own body. And certain essential oils, like we're going to be talking about today, like frankincense and cedarwood, they include sesquiterpenes. I think I'm saying it right. And the cool thing about sesquiterpenes or sesquiterpenes, I don't know how everyone says it differently, they help pass the blood-brain barrier. And that's so awesome, because what that's going to do is it's going to deliver oxygen to the brain, which is really what you want. That's the biggest thing, because not many things can pass the blood-brain barrier and deliver oxygen to the brain. So Young Living has grown from a tiny business into the world leaders in essential oils. From our first introduction to essential oils in 1985, we've now expanded around the world with farms, markets, shipping facilities, members, and offices across the globe. And so these are, oh, sorry, it went too far. These are all the criteria for purchasing high quality essential oils. You want to know where your oils come from. You want to make sure that there's not, pesticides or chemicals in the process of creating your oils. I've been to the Young Living Farm in Utah. I'm actually going there again this June. I'm so excited. And it's complete transparency. They're totally, you can come stop by their farm any day, any time of the day, and you can check it out. And there's actual farmers. It's not just like a lab. It's really awesome to be able to see how, transparent this company is. And I wish we could say the same for, other farms out there. I don't know if you'd want to see behind their closed doors. And so why does purity matter? Again, like I said, sometimes companies are oil brokers and they just have laboratories. They don't have farms. Sometimes they don't even know where they're ordering the oils from. They'll order in bulk and they don't even know what they're getting. So they'll use additives and impurities to boost profit, but unfortunately it reduces the efficacy. So a lot of times you'll see online, you'll research essential oils and you'll hear horror stories because people have had toxic reactions to the oils. It's not the essential oils because, no one's had that kind of reaction from like peppermint tea. And you won't find those stories with pure therapeutic oils from Young Living. So there's 4 different grades of essential oils. There's therapeutic grade, which is what Young Living has. And we have sustainably raised plants. And so this is the oils that you're going to want to use. And then there's organic essential oils, which is great. They're also labeled as natural. However, it's governed by the perfumery industry, by the FDA, which states if you have 95% of an ingredient, if you have 5% of an ingredient, it could be labeled as 100% pure. As long as that 5% is 100% pure. The other 95% could be whatever they want, antifreeze or alcohols or whatever. And as long as that 5% is organic, they can write organic on that label, which is really unfortunate and deceptive. And then there's extended or altered oils, which are fragrance grade. And those are, probably the ones that you find at, Marshall's, Bed Bath, wherever department store. And you wouldn't even want to smell these oils because, again, oil molecules are so small, they're going to go directly into your brain and they could cause a headache or other reactions. And then synthetic oils, created in a laboratory and, made to mimic the smell. Another good way to see if an oil is pure is if it goes out of stock. So that's why when something goes out of stock from Young Living, and especially if it's an oil that I love and I can't live without, I'm so happy because I'm like, okay, that means that they're not just going to go in a lab and go try to mimic this oil. It's either not the time of year for this oil, or they ran out, or it's out of, or it just didn't have a good harvest this year. When oils are never out of stock, that should send, a red flag, because that means that there's a reason. And again, bottles are specifically labeled and should contain directions. However, there's not true labeling laws for oils, so labels can also be deceptive. So just to be safe, I only use Young Living. And again, anything we're talking about today is all about Young Living oils. So I can't vouch for any other company. So I really emphasize that because I just want you guys to be safe and have good results. So how do you use essential oils? So I don't know if you guys are new to oils, but we're going to talk about how they could be used. There's 3 ways to use essential oils. You can use them aromatically, some of them can be used topically, and some of them can even be taken internally. And the first thing we're going to talk about is aromatic. So one of my favorite ways to use essential oils is aromatically. So many of us had a time where a smell triggers a memory. How many of you guys can relate to that? You know, maybe fresh baked bread or pine needles or spring flowers. Maybe sometimes those smells even take you back to a positive time in your life. And essential oils are the same. So I use all of my, almost all of my oils aromatically. My favorite one that I use every day is lavender, and I put it in the diffuser, which you guys could see on the screen. I put it in the diffuser. Young Living sells the best diffusers, but you can get them anywhere now. On Groupon, Amazon, they're literally everywhere. The best way to smell them, some people say this makes the oil smell even better than just right out of the bottle, is just put it in your hand, rub your hands together, and then cup your nose and then smell it that way. Or you could just smell directly from the bottle, or if the bottle's too strong, you can smell the cap. And a really great idea is the cotton ball idea. Just put a couple drops in a cotton ball and put it around your home. That is the most affordable diffuser I've ever had. And again, just as a caution, don't use it in a humidifier unless the humidifier is specifically designed for oils. The next one is internally. Young Living actually just created a new product line called Vitality Oils. So many people were like, which oils can I drink in my water? Which ones can I cook with? So they made it really easy for people to know. They have all these new Vitality oils, and it's all the ones that you can ingest. They're the same oils as the ones in the old bottles. It's just a new label. So it's the exact same, and but it's just these are specifically safe for ingestion. Some people choose to use essential oils internally by adding them to water or any juice. You could put them in a capsule and make your own little supplement. They have like veggie caps or gelatin capsules that you can fill with oils and take them internally. Or you could take one of Young Living's oil-infused products. They have all these different they have all these different supplements, which are really awesome because essential oils transport nutrients to all your cells in the body. When you take a vitamin C, for example, or calcium, any sort of vitamins with an essential oil, it'll make that vitamin that much more bioavailable to your body. So again, I could go into a whole another class about that, about supplements, but when it comes to supplements and when it comes to vitamins, it's not just about what you take, it's what you absorb. So you could be taking 1,000 milligram vitamin C from CVS, but maybe your body is absorbing like 300 milligrams, or half of it. So the oils make the vitamins that much more bioavailable to your body. Peppermint, for example, Peppermint Vitality can help promote healthy bowel function, support overall digestion when taking internally. And again, the only brand of essential oils I trust for ingestion is Young Living. And then, again, the capsules, or you can add it to your salads or in baked goods, and they have lots of recipes online for cooking with oils, and it's actually kind of fun. And then the last way to use it is topically. Essential oils can be applied to the skin, and this is known as topical application. Topical application is great because it supports your skin, and oils are easy to use and provide quick benefits. And if you've never used essential oils before, the best place to start is your feet, because your feet has such thick, durable skin. I wouldn't start in like a sensitive area. And they say, Those are good places on your wrists and your behind your ears, because those are good like pulse points. That's where they always say to put perfumes. So you could find a new all-natural perfume with essential oils. And it's really fun to make homemade bath and beauty products, especially this time of year. Mother's Day is coming up. This is a great gift, homemade DIY gift for your mom. I'm always making my mom new bath salts or different lotions with the oils, and she loves them. And a great way to use the oils, especially when you're starting out, is use a carrier oil. Carrier oil is coconut oil or vegetable oil, and Young Living has a blend of 6 different vegetable oils called V6. I wouldn't use like canola oil, but like sunflower seed oil, almond oil, and make sure they're organic. And again, some carrier oils. These are some examples: coconut oil, almond oil, grapeseed, jojoba, olive oil. And best thing to do is get them organic, because if you're using them with the oils and you get a reaction, if they're not organic, there might be a pesticide that your body's reacting to. You never know. Here are some safety tips. You can use oils anywhere in your body except for your eyes and ears. If you want to use them anywhere near your eyes and ears, for your eyes, you could put them like diluted with a carrier oil with, rub it on your eyebrow or on your cheek. For your ears, put them on a cotton ball, and you could just kind of put it, around your ears, but never drop it directly in your ears. It'll hurt. If you accidentally get an oil in your eyes or ears, flush with a carrier oil, not water. This happens more than you guys would think. So many times when I share oils with people, they'll immediately rub their eyes and their eyes will start tearing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So I always carry around a carrier oil just in case, and never use water, because water is going to make it worse. If skin sensitivity occurs, dilute with a carrier oil. That'll help. And just like when we put lemon juice in our hair when we were younger and went out in the sun to lighten our hair, the citrus oils do the same thing to our skin. So don't put citrus oils all over your face and go outside to suntan. Best to apply them at night when you're not going outside, or just drink them in your water. Don't put them on your skin. And again, I must have said this a million times, only Young Living. Those are the only ones regarded as safe. So some of the history: essential oils are nothing new. They've been used throughout history in many cultures for the health-supporting benefits. The Egyptians, the Greeks, the Romans, Europeans, and Chinese have been using them for centuries for health, beauty, fragrance, and spiritual practices. There's many references to essential oils in historical texts, which signifies their importance in history. God made our noses to be wired differently than our other 4 senses. It carries molecules directly into the emotional center of the brain, where memories and emotions are stored. This oil is a great one, if you're feeling blue, or if, you're feeling a little down from all this winter weather we've been having lately. Just put on some joy. Considering it only takes 1 molecule of the right kind of oil to open a receptor site and communicate with the DNA, you can see why even 1 drop of oil can have a profound effect on the body, brain, and emotions. So if you guys like science, this is a cool slide for you. Oils are so tiny. They're going to go to every cell in your body. So my sister made this slide. She's a biomedical engineer, and so I hope you guys appreciate this if we have engineers in the room. So these are some, some scriptures if you guys want me to send you these, if you guys want to check these out later in your Bible. These are just some references to the Bible. There were oils in the Garden of Eden, and, many, many times in the Bible, Jesus anointed people, and lots of people were anointed with oils. And they were used for healing during that time. And again, they were valued more than gold during that time. And the Christmas story. So I'm going to read you guys this verse from the Bible too. So the wise men come to visit Jesus. Jesus was born in the town of Bethlehem in Judea during the time when Herod was king. After Jesus was born, some wise men from the east came to Jerusalem. They asked people, "Where is the child who has been born to the King of the Jews? We saw the star that shows he was born. We saw it rise in the sky in the east, and we have come to worship him." And Herod had a private meeting with the wise men from the east. He learned from them the exact time they first saw the star. Then he sent them to Bethlehem. He said, "Go and look carefully for the child. When you find him, come to me. Then I can go worship him too." After the wise men heard the king, they left. They saw the same star they had seen in the east, and they followed it. The star went before them until it stopped above the place where the child was. They were very happy and excited to see the star. The wise men came to the house where the child was with his mother Mary. They bowed down to him and worshipped him. Then they opened the boxes of gifts they had brought for him. They gave him treasures of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. But God warned the wise men in a dream to not go back to Herod. So they went home to their own country a different way. So, I don't know if you guys know this story, but it's just such a beautiful, or I don't know if you've read this passage recently, but it's such a beautiful scripture about frankincense and myrrh, and where that first originates from. So, the gift of frankincense. So frankincense during this time was a holy anointing oil. It was known to be a cure-all. It was thought to assist one in the transition of death, used for embalming and perfume. They found frankincense and other embalming oils also in Egyptian tombs. And frankincense was once greatly valued throughout the Middle East, from Rome to India. And it was really expensive, and it was a gift having a wonderful fragrance. And myrrh, this is a little bit, another passage about myrrh, and a little bit about when it was first mentioned, and that was the first oil mentioned in the Bible in the book of Genesis. And also, myrrh and frankincense, they're both trees, and the way you get the oil from these trees, it's similar to getting maple syrup. You tap the tree and the resin comes out, and then you extract the oil from the resin. You can actually buy frankincense resin or myrrh resin, and you can make tea out of it, which is really cool. Or you can burn it in your home to make kind of like a similar warming smell around the holidays or any time of year. And then sandalwood. Many botanists believe that aloes was derived from sandalwood. It's one of the oldest incenses known to man. Its 4,000-year history includes a use as a carved wood, as well as distillation for sweet, woodsy, and fruity scented oil. The great quantity of myrrh and aloes used in preparing Christ's body for burial was indicative of respect. Cassia, as you guys can see in the picture, it looks really similar to cinnamon, and it's in the same family as cinnamon. And this oil is so sweet. It's a little spicy, but for some reason it tastes like it's like sweetened with sugar. It's really, really sweet. And cinnamon in the same family. That one I'm sure almost everyone's familiar with. It's probably one of the most popular spices, especially in baking. And it's very widely used for people with diabetes. They'll shake some cinnamon in their coffee, and some people say that it helps them with normal blood sugar levels. Cypress. The cypress tree is renowned for its durability. The study of the sturdy cypress doors of St. Peter's in Rome, for example, shows no sign of decay even after 1,200 years. Some Bible scholars believe that cypress may be the gopher wood used to build Noah's Ark. Cypress is actually really good for circulation, and I can always remember that because they both start with C. And then these are some more Bible verses if you guys ever want to check those out. And that's it. If you guys want to learn more, that's my website, takethestressaway.com. And that's my email address. If you guys can't remember these, friend me on Facebook, and I can send you a little bit more information. Oh, thank you guys.
Cool.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Does anybody have any questions? Not all at once.
Yeah, we have a diffuser here, and we've been diffusing the frankincense.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have noticed. Yeah. So, do you know like some benefits of you might have covered this already, but what are some benefits of like frankincense, like smelling it, I guess?
Frankincense is very grounding. There's not too much I can say compliantly. Maybe I should stop the broadcast and talk to you guys offline about it.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I'll stop the broadcast. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, I'm going to stop it.